The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4 Next Generation. One of those movies that some people...
What, you're afraid people gonna find out you have tits?
Girls have tits.
Barry's a great character.
We'll get into that.
He's a little aggressive, but he's a great character.
We'll get into that. Some people say this movie sucks. Some people say that
it's the worst of the franchise. I don't think so. I don't think he does either. I mean, it's probably the worst made movie of the franchise, but it's freaking entertainingly bad.
And the editing on it is complete shit.
Oh my god, is it awful.
The movie has issues, no doubt about it, but I'm one of those guys that's like, it's a pretty entertaining watch. I'm not gonna lie.
What did you like about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation?
You gotta hear me out on this one, okay?
Yeah.
I like how violent it was. Let me finish. Everyone just relax. Now, I understand that there's only like one kill in it, and it's not even a chainsaw kill, it's like a sledgehammer kill.
There's 2 kills.
2 kills, okay, whatever.
That's it, isn't it?
Now, when I say violent, I don't mean violent as in like just blood and gore and blah, blah, blah. I just mean like the way Matthew McConaughey throws people around in this movie, the way he grabs their faces, the way that Leatherface interacts with the dumb ditzy chick from the beginning. I don't even remember her name because she's a forgettable character. Heather, maybe? Yeah, like that scene where he's trying to get her into the freezer.
Leatherface
Trying to get Heather into the freezer. The way she's fighting, it feels more real to me than in any other struggle scene I've seen in any other Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I've seen every single Texas Chainsaw Massacre except for Leatherface and then the new one coming out next, 2 weeks from now.
Oh, this Friday. Ricky, I do
you see what I'm saying though?
No.
Okay.
This movie's not violent at all. I mean, I guess there's violent scenes. There's only 2 deaths, and they're both off screen. Yeah. Like Matthew McConaughey, spoilers, pushing his foot onto her face, crushing it. I don't have to do it.
No.
I like to act things out, you know. I'll tell you what, Ricky. I'll tell you who almost steals the show in this movie. It's all right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he does that in the movie.
Yeah.
Was that a good one? Did I do it good?
No, I had no idea what you were doing. Like, say if you put me in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, if I'm in that scene where Sally Hardesty is
you would play Leatherface.
No. Let me fucking finish. You replace me with Sally Hardesty in the original. I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, this sucks, man, but I could probably fuck these people up and, hit this person in the head, maybe elbow Leatherface in the face, strangle Grandpa, the hitchhiker, he's no issue at all. Just trick him into like going outside or something. I would know I would be in danger, but I'd be like, this is okay. Now, with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4, Matthew McConaughey and that family, I'd be sitting there like, this dude's fucking insane and I'm scared out of my fucking mind. I would be.
You think Matthew McConaughey is scarier than Leatherface from the original?
Yeah.
And the hitchhiker from the original?
Yeah,
and the other brother, dad, I don't think we figured that out
Drayton,
yet.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Drayton's old. I could beat up an old guy, I think. The hitchhiker, he's like... he's really thin arms, mentally handicapped, not all there. Like I said, trick him into just going outside or something. You wouldn't even have to fight him. Leatherface, I mean, yeah, he'd probably be a struggle, but it's a man against man fight right there, me versus Leatherface.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're ever in a situation like that, just run away. Don't try to fight him off.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay.
But if I was like in the situation,
you're fucked. You're dead. You're gonna die. You're gonna be Franklin.
And I agree with that. I would probably die, but in my head, Justin, I'd be like, I got a chance here. With New Generation, Matthew McConaughey, I'd be like,
He's got a bum leg. He's crippled.
Yeah, but he's scary as shit, dude. He's so unpredictable.
I disagree with that. I just like that he went so over the top with his performance. Excuse me. My favorite character from the movie is Darla, played by Tanya Perinsky.
I don't know.
She's Perinsky. Ahati Patati. But yeah, I actually think she gives the best performance in the movie.
Yeah, she's good, yeah.
Nobody talks about her.
No.
And she's just like one of those sexy mid-90s, old, not older, but late 30s, early 40s females. Also, did you know that the director and writer of this movie is the co-writer of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? So in this timeline, it does count 2 and 3, but it says that there were minor incidents that happened. So it's kind of a dig at the movie. And I'm at that point, I'm like, after the movie, I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, you made a worse movie than 2 and 3.
And what Justin's saying is at the beginning of the movie, they have the scrolling words and the guy talks. He's pretty much saying that there was 2 minor incidents. He didn't explain it at all. People are probably like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Oh, thank you for explaining it.
I got you.
I want to slap you.
No, I'm just helping you.
Yeah, and it comes to find out that so after this movie got negative reviews, it was released in 1995, I believe, And then nobody went to go see it, so they put it on the shelves. I don't think they released it to video or anything like that. And then Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger got big, and then they released it in 1997 based off of their names, which pissed off those two because they're like, that was a shit fucking movie. You already released it. You're only trying to capitalize on our fucking names now because now we're famous.
Which is fair.
I disagree completely with that. I don't want to get an argument with you about that.
Hey man, they own the movie. They put a lot of money up, and they probably lost a lot of money on that. So if they have it as a business, if they have a chance to recuperate their losses, fuck yeah, do it. That's what smart business people do.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Ricky. I do like this movie. It's so bad that it's good, in my opinion. The absolute worst Leatherface. I mean, it's like Franklin became Leatherface. Did you get that vibe?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, and then like they bring in, I know there's always been like a little, how safe can I be with this word? Transvestite. That's safe.
I don't think that's safe to say.
Okay, Leatherface is a drag queen.
I don't know. I don't know what
He's
we're
a
allowed to
RuPaul.
say anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. So he likes to dress up in women's clothes in this one, which I think they kind of hinted at that in the original too. I believe there's like little hints here and there that it doesn't matter.
Well, he had makeup on. He put makeup on his mask in the original. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's literally going around going the whole fucking movie. He is. I cannot take him in that one. I just can't do it.
I get where they were going with this character. Just someone that's completely demolished in the brain. There's nothing there. He just lives in complete fear of Matthew McConaughey's character because he's insane and scary to be around, I'm sure. So look what he did to Leatherface in this movie. But it didn't work. Leatherface is annoying as fuck. He's not very scary.
Not scary at all.
Renee Zellweger's telling him what to do, and he's like, yeah, okay.
He's seriously, they're at the dinner table, like all the Leatherface movies have a dinner scene. He's seriously like just painting his nails and he just looks normal just doing it. Like he's not nothing. He literally adds nothing to this family. Like what is he there for? Renee Zellweger, I'll say too, she was a pretty good final girl. The movie, okay, so there's 2 accidents in the first 10-15 minutes of this movie. 2 car accidents. The first one happens and they just keep driving. Like it just didn't happen. It's like, what's going on here? And then they get another accident, which kind of puts them on the path to go to the family. And you seriously see the accident. You see a guy in the car that hits him, staring right at him like this. And then it cuts back to them, and then it cuts back, and he's seriously dead on the steering wheel, looking the complete opposite way. And he gets out of the car and then just peels over and dies. Like, I mean, this movie is incompetently fucking made. And see, from the original co-writer, that's what bothers me. He's talking shit about 2 and 3, basically. He says that they suck. So he did this to, like, kind of like, oh, yeah, those movies suck. I need to make a good fucking Texas Chainsaw movie again. And, dude, you made a movie where you just did not give a shit about something as simple as that. It's an in-your-face up.
That was an editing issue.
Editing issue? Yeah. It's
I could edit that scene way better than they did.
Well, that's what brought my attention to is I've been watching Ricky edit these videos, and it's like, yeah, even a YouTuber edit guy can freaking do a better job than anybody at this. Movie.
That was really bad.
Oh, and another negative is the fucking character decisions in this movie is probably the worst of the fucking series. You seriously have Renee Zellweger that has multiple opportunities to leave the fucking house. And she's like in a car driving away and she's like, I forget what, I have to watch the movie again, but she's like driving away and she's a clear path just to get away. And then somehow she fucks up and hits a fucking petroleum pipe thing and oh my god. And then she's climbing up the damn house. She gets out the window when Leatherface is chasing her for the first time. She finds an antenna and starts climbing up the antenna. He's got a fucking chainsaw. Like, why would you not just jump off the roof of the damn house instead of fucking trying to climb up the antenna? That thing's gonna take it down because he's using a chainsaw to cut down all the damn bricks. So he's clearly gonna get to the fucking antenna.
Yeah, it was a bad decision. It's like one of those things you're watching, like, don't climb. Oh my gosh, she's climbing up the pole.
Yeah, and then there's just scenes of like her like kind of like taking control of the family, like not overpowering, but mentally overpowering everybody. And they're like just giving her a way to walk away. Oh, and then she's got a fucking gun pointed at Matthew McConaughey and the other family members. And it's seriously like a 10-minute fucking scene of her just holding a gun.
It's a fun scene though.
I guess, dude, but it's like, pull the fucking trigger. What are you doing here? Your friend's dying on the fucking floor.
And another stupid thing she does in this movie, the the limo at the very end. She gets into the limo
Yeah.
when that was just someone that was at the house torturing her and shit. It's like, why would you get into that limo? Run more, bitch, run more!
Yeah, so there's this guy that, so they basically say that there's a secret society that's controlling the Sawyer family to kill people. We don't know if it's whether to create fear or where the fuck. I don't know. It's stupid to add that onto it.
On Matthew McConaughey's tow truck at the beginning, one of the sides of the truck says Illuminati on it.
Okay, yeah, so it's Illuminati type thing.
guess,
Back
I
in the
don't know.
mid-90s, I thought that was a newer thing.
It doesn't make sense. It's just some poorly written shit. Go on.
Yeah, and he seriously comes in the last 10 minutes of the movie, I'll say, and just kills all the fucking fun energy the movie had. All the unintentionally bad stuff. He comes in and he just plays it just straight, and it's like, this guy isn't scary. And I get what they're trying to do with his character, where he's like, you gotta create horror. So it's being a little meta right there. Like, this, what are you doing here? This isn't horrific. Because there seriously isn't. There's no, yeah, he's like commentating on like horror. It needs to be horror.
Maybe this movie is like secretly genius.
I'll get to that, Ricky. I'll get to that. It's not, but I'll get to it. Yeah, so and he has like a 3 fucking big ass fat cow nipples, like he's half cow. I don't know. That's what that's the way I interpreted it.
Very odd.
Yeah, it just kills the movie at that point. So the last 10 minutes, man, I'm like back to, okay, I wanted to rewatch this movie like every year, but then you get to that, it's like, I'm gonna turn off before that dude shows up.
It's
like,
one of those movies where you'd watch a couple scenes from, like, okay, move on.
And in this movie, the Sawyer family is not cannibals.
No, they like pizza.
Yeah, they eat vegetarian pizza, which I guess was a joke too. Oh my god. And back to the stupid character things. So you have Renee Zellweger's boyfriend. First off, everybody, so they're on the back road, right? And Matthew McConaughey is chasing Renee Zellweger's boyfriend. And he's seriously just, there's wooded area all around him. He's seriously just trying to run down the roadway. It's like, dude, that's the only place he could fucking go. Like, why are you not trying to get off the road? And then he does it again, gets away from him a little bit, and then he starts running down on the roadway just the other direction. It's like, dude, there's a bunch of woods. Run through the fucking woods.
Yeah. He ends up getting backed into. It's like, if you die because someone backed up into you when you have so much room to run, you deserve to die.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey says, like, I'm gonna kill you.
It ain't no fucking biggie.
Bunch of stupid fucking shit. Lack of kills. Okay, so back to the director thing. What's wrong with you? You okay? Pick it up.
On you.
Don't do it again.
I don't care. It's like, just warn me.
Okay. So the directors, and he said this after the Scream 1996 came out, okay? Keep that in mind. He said it was intentionally bad. It was a commentary on horror movies and all this shit. And he said it after Scream came out, though. So I'm sorry. I do not fucking believe you whatsoever. There's some shit in here, I'll say, that's meant for comedy, very small. Most of it, I think, was all meant to be taken serious.
I'm going to watch this movie again because I'm starting to think about things based on what you said that might make this movie a little better.
I agree with the final 10 minutes with that character. Like, again, that's the one thing that just doesn't work for me all, because that's when you could see that, the meta-ness in it, is just in that small last 10 minutes of the movie. But the shit that comes before, they were meaning that to be a horror movie, a terrifying horror fucking movie. Then they have this guy come in, and that's where you can start looking at the meta. Sure, they're making a commentary on the horror movies.
Yeah, but you got Leatherface that's not being scary at all, being the exact opposite of what Leatherface is, and they're like being like, "Dude, we gotta go pay them a visit." They're not being scary. It's like Cabin in the Woods. They're not being scary. Leatherface is all fucked up. Matthew McConaughey, he did.
But no, I disagree with you completely, Ricky, on that. It's definitely unintentionally bad. Shit's taking it serious. I think he said this in hindsight after it was shit on and people said it's one of the worst movies of all time, especially of the franchise. And he was talking shit about the other 2 movies that came out before. So I think he's like, oh shit, Scream's one of the most smartest horror movies I've ever seen in my entire life. That's genius. And he's like trying to apply it to his movie.
What'd you give it rating wise?
Giving a 5.1. It's a movie.
Oh!
It's a movie that's so bad, in my opinion, but it's entertainingly bad. I have fun with this movie. I might watch it once a year. This is one I avoided my whole life because how everybody said it was just terrible. But nobody told me how bad it is, to where it's so fun to watch, in my opinion. It just reminds me of like a 90s movie a horror 90s movie before Scream, and I like it for that reason.
Yeah. I gave it a 5.2.
Oh, we're right there.
One above you. Like he said, everything he says is correct. It's just barely watchable. It is. You can have fun watching it, but you're not going to be like, oh, this is a movie I'll, like you said, revisit all the time. It's barely good.
Yeah,
it's barely good.
Yeah, don't go in thinking that you're going to find a gem. Like, it is a bad movie.
You'll be entertained, though.
I mean, there's mistakes right in front of your fucking face in this thing.
Irritating mistakes.
But Matthew McConaughey and Darla are just fun to watch in this movie, in my opinion. So, that's why I give it.
There you go. We're leading up to the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie coming out next Friday. We're gonna get all these movies done. We only got like 4 more left.
3 more.
3 more left, and then of course the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if you're not subscribed and you're watching, hit the fucking subscribe button.
Hit the fucking subscribe button.
It's like, why wouldn't you? Just fucking do it. It's
Or
not-
don't.
No, don't.
Oh, do it. Okay.
Yeah, don't say that. I'll just end it on that then. I think. Yeah.